Now, la la la. Oh, and I was supposed to go get a hat. My hair's very flat today. Sorry about that. I know people are real disappointed when my hair looks flat.
Oh my gosh, what is
hey there, everybody. Our Arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you are here. We like to know that you were here.
Sorry.
I can't get that mad at her. I mean, mine was on too, but
hit the wrong button.
We're 0 for 2.
I need to come through with my little marker and really, you know,
indicate which one. X. Sound off.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I have to look at the button thingies and I'm like, oh, okay, yes, that one doesn't have any little lines coming out of it. I don't know who makes these icons.
Well, it obviously isn't someone.
It is people that are under the age of 40, I'll tell you that.
Definitely. I would even move it back a little more than...
Anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
There we go. Like I said, do say hello.
Is my microphone in the right place?
Thumbsy upsies. Well, you don't have your brim hat on, so you should be good. Okay. Nobody's said anything so far, so, you know, let us know y'all sound good. And thumbsy upsies in the chat and let us know about that. If you are new to the stream, do say hello. Still, we want to know who you are. We are very friendly. We'll get to know you. But do subscribe to the channel. And then hit those notification bells and do all that YouTube business you do. And those of you that are regulars and lovers of the PM Artist Studio content that we do provide to y'all, we would be very much appreciative if you would share it with your friends or just post it on your feed. And, you know.
It doesn't have to be your close friends. You know, just acquaintances will do.
Just your Arty friends. Okay. Anyway, let's say hello to everybody that is here. We've got Angela Mitchell. And Web Art Junkie, that's Shannon. Carrie Griffiths, that's Carrie the Crafter, if y'all don't know. It's funny. Cheryl Goodson, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Darcy, Dana, Eddie, Ellen, M, Estella, Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda. I think it's Heike. Please tell me. I know that you'd said before, it's going to take a couple times. My apologies. I know. Holly King. We've got Ingrid. Jennifer's Dog's Life. Jocelyn. Kimberly. Linda. Kimberly. Nope, just one Kimberly today. Jocelyn. Janice popped in there. Linda. Sorry. Liz Fahey. What's up?
I just was... Sue said, did Izzy like her ducks? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she loved the ducks. I got a video for you, Sue. So just... Yeah. Hold tight.
Lots of stuff happening around here.
Linda Brands, Liz, Fahey, Lydia, Margie, Monica, Patricia, Paula, Rosemary, Sepha, Silver Granny, and Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn, Sue Davis, and Tegan. Sorry, it just kept moving around there. Hey, Paula's here. All right. That's it. Ari's here. That's Sonia. Sonia, I've been chatting this morning. So there you go. Hey, everybody. I don't know what's up with your lighting. Why?
I think it's absolutely perfect. I was looking at it.
Were you?
It was just lovely.
I just don't know why I'm always so much brighter. Well, I mean, I do know that in life, but...
Oh, that's just so...
In the studio.
You know what?
In the studio, I'm not sure
I was going to do something really nice for you today. I'm just going to put that on the back burner, and we may or may not
That's not true. She said she left me a gift. I haven't even looked. I wasn't... Oh, here. You're supposed to show this. Oh, well, let me go. You want me to go topside? Let's go topside. We're going topside. There we go.
Look at that.
You know what I'm going to do?
She needs to make one of those cards, a Gigi card, because I'm the one that hooked her up with all this. And a really good brush. Boy, I mean, she's a spattering queen.
Yeah, it's all over the place over there. And then she got it on herself.
Well, she had the cat shirt on, so it doesn't matter. It's 40 different colors anyway.
Yeah.
And she says, you know, I use the Hippie Crafter watercolor paper, which I actually really, really like better than some of the...
Yeah, more expensive stuff.
More expensive because I like the finish of it. Because it allows you to draw and paint. And some of that stuff is bumpy.
Yeah, can't sculpt press.
Draw for
diddly squat.
Diddly squat.
I mean, it's like they're telling you should just watercolor with it. I mean, what the heck is that? I'm going to get a hat.
Have I told everyone the story about diddly squat?
I don't know that I know about diddly. I mean, I know the saying diddly squat. You use it all the time. I mean,
I used to have playground duty.
Was this when they said that you cussed and yeah, we've heard this one.
But there's probably some people on here that haven't, and they're all.
She got in trouble.
No, I didn't get in trouble.
She got talked to.
No, I didn't get talked to. I did get talked to, but it was because it was funny. Okay, so I was lining them all up, and I don't know, whatever the occasion was that I said, diddly squat. So one of the little fifth graders went right to the office and told the principal that I had been using inappropriate language on the playground. And he asked what, and they told him, of course. And as I walked by, coming in with all that herd of kids in the hallway, Mr. John said, can I have a word? I stepped, he said, one of the kids ratted you out and said that you were using inappropriate language. I said, what exactly was it that he says, diddly squat. He said, he had a hard time holding. He was trying to be really serious, but he couldn't do it.
That kid was sure that was not.
Oh yeah, they got me. Yeah. I'll tell you what, children are, they'll
narc on you.
They in a New York minute. I mean,
it's kids that can't be trusted.
The kids cannot be trusted. They will rat you out. Okay. Well, I've got a whole bunch of absolutely fabulous stuff. And look at my little display here. Isn't it just wonderful?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know what to start with here, but I'm going to start with these. And I need to get a plain piece.
We're going to do a lot of showing and telling today, y'all. Show and tell day.
Look at these paper clips. And Kayla is the person that, in that cute little card that she sent in there, I'm sure that's, copied that off. I mean, I'm sure she sent one of those to every person that ordered these. But aren't they adorable? Okay, so we've got a diamond, a heart, a star, and I don't know what that is.
I told her it wasn't asterisk thing. It's the star. Little.
Oh, okay.
Or a snowflake.
Well, I'll go for that.
Or a tree.
A cat and a bird.
Could be a tree.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know, but anyway, it's an interesting shape. I love it. And it's from Kaylin. And they have another cute little card in there.
I mean, they're the manufacturers.
Yeah.
These actually came from Sonia.
These are, yes, Sonia
sent them, but Kayla packaged it.
Kaylin packaged it. And Kaylin needs to know that old people get these paper clips, and I cannot read that, even with my dad-blasted magnifying glass. Don't put some white stuff on some black paper.
In tiny, not bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, high contrast, folks.
High contrast is great.
Big lettering.
Big lettering.
Keep your messaging small so you can make the letters bigger.
And that's
short and sweet.
Just as well anyway.
Otherwise, I can't read diddly squat.
I can't read diddly squat on that one. And that is absolutely the truth. Okay, I'm having a hard time deciding.
Hello, everybody that's coming in. Sorry, I know we're kind of in the, I'm looking mode.
Okay, now check this out.
It's a pink kitty.
Yeah.
There's another word for that.
Yeah.
There's butterfly.
It's the girl. And the penguin. Mm-hmm. Boy, and Izzy, I mean, she was ready to, okay, you got it.
Oh, yeah. She was like, are those mine?
And I said, well, they might be later, but I'm not going to hook you up with all of them because you'll just lose them. Oh, my gosh, she wanted the I don't know what she does with the mustache. She loves the mustache. It just cracks me up. Mm-hmm. And I think I got every one of them represented here. And, of course, she wanted the llama and the duck right away.
Well, all right, Becky, here. I'm going to tell her this thing, and then you know what she's going to say. She's going to say, but my phone doesn't work. So Becky says what you need to do is you take a picture of the thing that you need to blow up. And I have actually done that. Both Brad and I have.
Done what?
You take a picture of the thing, and then that way you can zoom it in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my phone is like coming and going, and, I never know.
Mainly going.
Mainly going. The black screen is being utilized a lot.
It's in a constant state of.
I mean, I'll be sitting here and I'll be, going through everything, and all of a sudden it just goes boom. Oh, sorry, it's still plugged into the umbilical cord.
She's like, I'm not really wireless anymore.
I have to have a cord attached. That's for my computer and my phone. Now, I want you to look at this brilliant solution here. Because I hate putting them in a drawer someplace because, number one, I can't find them.
Well, I tried to get them back in the container. And she's like, or she said that, I said, well, get them back in the container. She said, I already tried that and it didn't work. So.
It didn't. I don't know how they got them in there, but it was somebody who had a lot more skill with that sort of thing than I did. But anyway, we're going to utilize one of these today. One of these fancy paper clips. And I absolutely love these on so many levels. You just can't believe it. And I wanted to share with you my...
Yes, gift. Offering.
My rusty bottle caps, which I absolutely love. Absolutely love. And when I was messing around in my drawer over here, I found this wrapped bead. Someone sent me this. And I'm sorry, I don't know. But I'm going to utilize this.
That might have come from Miriam.
It might have.
Miriam, isn't that?
It had a button on it, and I took the button off because the button was going to mess up my edition of my rusty bottle caps.
Did you show him the Coca-Cola one?
The what?
Like you can still even read the Coca-Cola on it, which I thought was pretty amazing. See? I picked those up for her.
She did. And this one is...
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It has kind of like a little dinosaur-y guy on it. I don't recognize the brand.
Jaratitos.
Yeah, I don't know if it's...
We don't really know.
It's probably soda of some sort.
I'm guessing, but isn't that one right there's my favorite one anyway?
I think they do sell beer there.
I have a thing full of beer caps. I should... And Izzy...
Oh, gosh, here we go.
Izzy we can set out on the cement and pound them flat and leave them out there until they get good and rusty.
I think you should go to somebody else's parking lot and do it. Because I don't want you busting up the cement. I don't trust her. I kind of trust. Her with the hammer, not so much.
Yeah. This could be. All right, so if you're going to do this particular method of storage, you need to have a properly...
Hello, Lorraine.
What do I want to say? A properly strong point of
hanging. Yeah, so at first she's like, look, I found the spot, and I thought it was hanging off of her, makeshift thing, with the stick and whatever else.
Actually...
No, on the lamp, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I was just like, that's bad.
Now, I'm just showing this, and I can't do anything with it until I get my container.
Which she was very aggressive about yesterday.
And she didn't order my first request, so when she got up here and she's making...
So did you order the thing? And I said, well, I got it in the cart.
And I said, oh no.
She's like, well, I'll just order it. And I'm like...
And it will be here
tomorrow.
Mañana. So I'll be able to get all
more watercoloring in our future, very near future, y'all. I know a lot of y'all that's you're just excited about that.
Titillate your fancy to no end.
Oh, the Jarajitos is a Mexican soda.
Jarajito.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jarajito.
I think the J is an H.
Jarajito.
Okay, put these little jobbers away, and I'll just let her have the ones that I put onto because I had these pieces of Yupo laying here because I cut out some stencils that Mariah made for me, and I'm just gonna, because these do fit back into the little container. I'll just hand that to Mariah. And
Daniel Smith watercolors that she's...
Daniel Smith watercolor. I've never had them. I've always just thought, oh, I don't need that fancy of watercolors. So I'm very, very excited about having them.
I'll let Sonia know.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I think you about cried.
But I just about did.
But then I told her very quickly as she got them, I was like, listen, we're not doing that right now. We've got other things like my Valentine to be taken care of.
So I acquiesced, in my usual.
Okay, I'm going to put these with the other...
Cooperative.
With our other little paper clips, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
but those ones you're gonna have. Did you save those ones out to give to Izzy?
No. She'll just have to. She's fine. Give her those ones, and then we'll start there, and then she can drive me crazy with the rest of that.
Okay. I'll just put those over here.
All
right. So okay, I'm not gonna show you this yet. Quite yet, but I'm gonna keep that out. I hate having that blank. Ugly.
Am I bringing the box around? Are we?
Oh yeah,
we're gonna stay on show and tell.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
Because once I get all my stuff hither and yon here, it's just gonna be kind of a bit problematic. It's not a huge box, but
no.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how you want to position that exactly. You're gonna block your face. There you go. Side. There you go.
All right. So, this is Uppercase Creative and Curious. It's a sampler.
And Laura here. This is her fault. This is the thing I told you. So, she had one of the magazines on her stream a couple weeks back. I was like, man, that's really cool. So, of course, I go over and check out the website. And then I'm like, oh, man, that's cool. Okay. And I was thinking about subscribing because, we dumped our other subscription. But then I'd already subscribed to the Nautilus thing, which we haven't received. I mean, I've been receiving the online thing, but they're quarterly. A lot of these magazines that are like this are quarterly. Like this particular one is as well. But then they had this sample pack with these special things in it. And then I reached out to him. I said, hey, by any chance, could I get a discount? Because, I'm going to show this on a stream. She's like, hey, it's actually a really good deal. Oh, you're scaring me because it's very heavy. And she wasn't lying about that. So, there you go.
Uh-oh. Oh, there was more tissue in the bottom.
Yeah, that's fine.
There might be another thing in there. I don't think so, but maybe.
Might be. No, I think it's just in there for buffering.
Okay. So, anyhow.
Anyway, so this lady, I think is it Jane? Where's the little card that came in it?
Here, you can read that.
Thank you. I know it starts with a J. Janine. Yeah, so Janine, who answered the email, was very kind and said, no, sorry, there isn't. Now, she did give me a 10% discount code for subscriptions. So if you guys do want to subscribe...
Oh my gosh.
I know. And you can even order back issues of these. But all of these patterns and things, so I think she designs fabrics as well. And I put a link to their channel in the description along with that 10%. But very cool stuff. And I thought, all right, well, I want the sample thing because number one, there's a little tins and other things in here which are very much up my alley.
Check that out.
Yes. I thought we would get some entertainment out of this and also could perhaps use some of this for our Thursday thoughts.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, I could so do that like right now. I could walk in my bedroom and do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go get all of Van's ties. He doesn't ever wear them anymore.
I have some too.
This is just so amazing.
Isn't it?
And I mean, it's artwork that I like.
Yeah.
That's always kind of, I see a lot of stuff, but I don't like a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that.
Okay, so you cannot spend, like, we will bring these back in, I'm thinking, for Thursday Thought. So you get a couple of back issues, I think there. How many? What, 3?
Okay,
2,
1,
3,
2, 3.
3 back issues.
3 back issues of Uppercase.
So that would be like what you would get if you did the subscription.
Yeah, and it's
and then these other little specialty things.
Rag and Pulp. I don't I have to check that out. Okay. So we're going to kind of scoot everything over a little bit here. And this is called a collection a day. Lisa Congdon's curated collections.
I can't, resist a 10.
I could never resist a 10. And look at that. Oh my gosh. Do you know we have, how many of those do I have?
That was also one of the reasons I was like, well.
Oh, and it's repose.
Mm.
Do we want to save this for the very last?
I don't know. It seems like we should be showing, you know.
Okay, here's rags and pulps. Rags and pulp.
Rag and pulp.
Yes. And the best pulp is made from rags because it's old cotton. Okay, again, look at all this.
Cool stuff. Yeah, I knew P would be all over this. So this is kind of like a, you know, belated Christmas plus, you know, early birthday.
Oh my goodness, check that out. Hey, did y'all see my hoop-de-doo today?
Oh, Shannon, thank you. And welcome to Powsy Wowsy. If you want to get out of the stream and then come back in, then you'll have access to the
oh, this is just wonderful. I can spend hours on this kind of stuff.
But I think that this is good stuff for. And then this was cute, and I thought Izzy would really like it.
For the young at heart, little you. Cool. Volume 3.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, she will. Cubes. Not a box. Oh my gosh. She will just love this.
Yeah, I thought she'd really get into that. And the lady, I think she put that together with her son, or something to do with, like, in coordination with her kid.
Oh, made with paper. Cardboard.
You gotta watch out showing Izzy things like that. Like, she'll want to make those things, and then you have to, like, put it all together.
You have to be involved.
I know that sounds bad, but let me just tell you. I tell her that I love the ideas of these things, but then her attitude towards it and, like, her actual involvement really basically means that I'm going to be doing the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then why? I mean, if I want to do the thing, then I'll do the thing.
A collection a day. I don't know why.
You're making me nervous. How you're pulling that out of there?
Okay. Oh, it's
a big it's squish foamy stuff.
Foamy stuff.
Very cool.
Oh, this is just fun.
So, there you go. That was a little present for all of us.
Yeah. And when we're kind of like, sucking air and we need some ideas, man, this is the place to go.
It's kind of what I thought.
Oh, what fun, Mariah. What fun.
Okay, I'm going to come grab it.
Yeah, and some really nice pink tissue. Large, swatches of it. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
I know. Well, she did say, when she said, she's like, it's very heavy to ship. I was like, oh, okay. Well,
books. Alrighty.
I put it over in your little mini library over there. Hey, what was one of the things?
There's all kinds of ways to be.
Here, look. No, wait. Hold on.
Chicken sugar biscuit.
Hey, if you're willing to stir a pot, you better be willing to eat what comes out of it. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I'm always willing. Well, not always, but, for the most part.
Yeah. Okay. So I spent a lot of time cutting around my stencil simply because I don't know what it is about.
It gives her joy.
The straight edge just really, I can't deal with it.
Hey, you don't see, mine is photographs, see, I need to extend the edges and it's just because we can't be contained.
This is true. We're just that kind of people.
Yeah.
Hard to contain. Okay. So here's what I really, I'm not going to talk about this right now.
And Eddie, hey, message me because
she's got a funny.
I got a funny for you. That's just for you.
Just for you, Eddie.
And I keep forgetting to tell you.
Okay, so. I'm going to talk about the kittens.
The kittens. They have not lost their mittens.
They had none.
They had none.
Had none. Now, I want you just to appreciate all the little... I had to cut this one out because, remember, I wrote the name of the paper on the side, and I couldn't erase it because I'd already painted over it or some such BS. Okay. So I'm going to bring them up.
So I have given out a majority. In fact, yeah, today.
Oh, you were going to get those others that I made today, and I was going to show them.
Oh, you want me to go do that?
Yes, I do. Okay. You can grab your hat while you're down there.
Well, I have to go. This is two different places.
Okay. Everybody see those? Aren't they wonderful? And I did do my little, chop signature thing down in the corner. Mariah's going to stamp them on the back. They're fairly heavy watercolor paper. So, all of that. And look, I'm going to use that little thing to keep my bottle caps all together. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, I tell you what a nice gift. What a nice gift. Anyway, these are Mariah's going to nip their edges. She's going to have to be careful on some of these.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that whenever you put your PRC
that corner may not get nipped.
It may not. Not all corners will be nipped.
Nipless corner.
Or it keeps its nip.
Okay, so remember I had these cards left over. And I thought they were so wonderful I didn't give them out. And I'm so glad that I saved them because look what I did. I glued a heart on them. Isn't that perfect? That. I mean, that is just perfect. And look at this.
So I have some more art cards, or more heart art cards to hand out if you want. If you place an order, let me know. I really appreciate y'all.
And this is my trial attempt at
some lettering.
Lettering that I used on, I'll show you the cat lady card here in a minute. But that one, I decided the V was kind of, I don't know, it looked a little ominous.
Well, sometimes love is.
Yeah, ominous. And this one is, to the moon and back. There's the moon. And this one is...
Hey, baby.
Is taking off. This one is planetary alignment. This one is I couldn't decide, and you can see the messed up, what do you call that thing?
Susan thought it was Lux. Lux.
It's the compass rose in the background that kind of got lost in the shuffle, and I couldn't get this on here, so I just whacked off the edge and put it on the other side. I thought that was perfectly. I mean, that is the sort of thing that I do.
Yeah. Oh, goodness bless you. Oh, no.
Oh, no. All right. These go over to Mariah. And
y'all let me know you want a cat or a heart in your order.
And
bless you.
There'll probably be at least 3 more.
At least she's containing how loud. That first one was kind of at its normal volume.
Okay. Now, I just wanted to share this with you before I bring in, the really cool looking. So,
God.
What? What are you?
Just when I think you kind of used up all of your heart business, it's like, oh no, wait, here's some more, and then I found a bee.
Yeah. Okay, so these little pieces that you have after you cut out your heart, because look at that wonderful stuff there on the edge. But I will tell you, this is, I'm just gonna. I did these after I cut them out. It's a whole lot easier if you do it beforehand.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to put it on your...
That was kind of like with my Taki bubble thing. That's why I was like, yeah, much easier to draw the bubble than cut.
Yeah. Okay. Because...
Yeah. Especially when you're doing it on a rough surface.
And this is a squishy surface. It squishes down in there. But I mean, you want it kind of weird and funky anyway. So, there you go. Now, it does work a little bit better if you... Okay, I'm going to move this over because this will bump it.
Oh my God, great. Thank you so much. Number one, just the pure enjoyment that I got out of reading all of the different little chapter things that you dropped in. And then I did add it to the video so people can, look across there. And I highly recommend y'all coming back to my stream, which was yesterday. Monday Makes Mariah.
What are you talking about?
But Gray came back and put little notations, because you can set chapters.
Yeah, I did not know that. Chapters?
I love you. I love you. You good?
Not really.
You need something? You do.
I don't know.
You kind of melted down on me. feel like I should spray you with something.
Well, I've got, I got this stuff going down my throat.
You want a Ricola?
That might be good, but then I won't be able to talk properly. And then you very carefully cut out your little heart that you just made.
Anyway, chapters.
Chapters, yeah. What's this chapter business?
So you can, and I've done it on a few videos, so we can say, oh well, we did show and tell from intro. So we have our intro, and then we moved on to show and tell, and then you put the marker. The time marker.
Oh, yeah, I know about time markers.
Okay, so if you do that in the description of that particular video, it then, YouTube, says, oh, okay, and it marks those along the little line underneath, down there.
Uh-huh.
You've seen it before. Well, where you scoot across, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see little breaks.
Uh-huh.
That's because people have put in chapters.
Well.
And she put notations that some of them were quite hilarious and definitely spot on.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. So don't throw away your little pieces until you're completely donesies.
Yeah.
This was well, I glued down some of those one hearts that I made out of the tissue paper because they were just not. Oh my gosh, I forgot about these guys.
Yeah.
Red hearts, but there should be some turquoise ones in here too. And then I have these, and what do I do with all those?
Oh, I do. Mine's at 10 a.m. Central Time.
Okay, I don't know, but anyway, oh, here they are. See, I put them on the back. I glued them down to the paper.
Yeah. Because
they were just too flimsy, and
there we go.
Trying to cut that stuff out. And if the air comes on or a breeze goes through, it's just like, oh my God, really?
Well, and we actually did open up the windows because it was hot yesterday, and now it's cold again.
I was hot all night. I might have had a temperature.
And now I think it was muggy yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so. No worries.
Now, see, you might think that right there is just that's not. But I want you to watch this.
Look at that. No paper wasted, y'all.
I mean, I could come over there and do a little bitty tiny one, but we all know what would happen with that. So, now sometimes I do take these and just toss them aside because they really are annoying.
Yeah, they get caught up.
They catch up stuff and you pull out stuff that you didn't want and can't find what you do want.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we might work a little bit more with those just a little bit later on, and I've got some backgrounds ready to go there. My problem was, and this is just true, I don't know who it was that I told. Okay, they had really cool, and they'd made little circles. All the circles were the same size. They were different colors, so that is variety. But what I recommended, I said, I might have to have that cough drop.
I'll even unwrap it. Here, you want to catch it?
No, I want to just hand it. Anyway, I said, you need to have a variety of sizes of circles, because if they're all the same, unless you're creating a static pattern.
Right. Flat. It flattens.
Yeah.
Nothing has.
And, whip in a little overlapping there. Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Whip it in.
Okay. I've got to show you.
Told y'all there's going to be a lot of showing and telling today. Catch y'all up on what's happened in the last day and a half.
Okay. So this is what it's going to be a giant.
It's a giant one.
It's a giant one. So, okay. So who sent me the heart?
Size matters, y'all. Size matters.
It does. Who sent me this?
That was part of what Sue sent.
Okay, Sue. I gave the heart to Mariah. She actually used it in her book. But I kept the wings.
In my heart.
And so.
It's not a book. It's a heart. It's a heart box.
Heart box. Yeah.
Yeah.
That. Anyway, I kept the wings. And see, here's my final love.
Mm-hmm.
You can see. I did a lot better job with this one. I thought long and hard about coloring them in. And I kind of wanted to leave them a little open. Okay, so. Anywho, the wings came and they were this color. But I thought that they were. I needed to repeat. Needed to repeat the black of the kittens.
I love that you're calling them kittens
Well, you know what I'd really like to call them.
Yes, I think most people know. If you don't know, then you haven't been here very long. And one of these days will probably just come out because we.
That is FP.
We chuckle about it a lot.
Okay. So, the reason I don't have this all glued down is because I needed Mariah to nip my edges on my card here.
Nipping needs to be done.
Some nipping needs to be done.
Now, you said oh, it's underneath. Okay, I see. There's something peeking out over there.
Okay, can you nip this for me?
I will.
Por favor.
No, what the heck?
But I want you to see this piece that's underneath here. Remember, I made this the other day. It has like 4 different layers of color on it. The last one is the red. I wanted to, okay, remember I practiced my cat lady writing.
I'm super duper impressed with her scripting and you know.
Well, I have to show you what I've been working on because I ran out of things to do, and here's where I was practicing my cat lady.
That's funny, Becky.
Cat lady writing on my brayer off over here, but isn't this looking really fantastic? I might have to do something with that. All right, wonderful. Oh my gosh, see, it just makes such a big difference. We will put our kittens down. And I kind of offset them a little bit because I don't want it to be completely symmetrical. I want it to go places. I want movement here.
Yes, the first print is that is Art Deco circles. The other one was just a crackle. Are you gonna glue it down right now, or?
Well, I don't think I will because I think
y'all see what's gonna happen here.
You see what's gonna happen here because it's really fumbly. And
are you just gonna put that in your journal?
I am, or frame it and so I can look at it.
This almost counts as Eddie's collage prompts. You've got gel prints.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with those are portraits.
They could be.
They could be.
Portraits of somebody.
That's right. What else was there?
Collage.
Well, yeah.
I stuck the wings to the heart.
I love you.
Oh, and I also stuck this paper to the other paper.
Yeah, that is considered collage.
I stuck the head onto the cat.
Okay, so whoop. All right. So, well, it's not a snarky statement, but it's a statement.
It's love is.
Oh, you need a piece of fabric.
I don't know that I can.
Oh, what I could do is put, because I feel like, once again, name the kittens Trixie and Katya. Yes. Meow. Love that. I'll tell you why later.
Hey, I want them to be something that everyone can identify with and they can say, oh, that's me there. Look at, And if you name them, then they become very site specific and you can't.
Okay, for Eddie and I, they're Trixie and Katya.
Well, you can just Trixie and Katya at the wing wang. I can't control that.
Eddie, you need to tag them on this video. Share it with them. You've got gold marks. The only thing you're missing is a piece of fabric, technically. And what I could do is I could come back with the gold embroidery thread and go around the edge of the gold. Just to really bring it home.
Oh, well, I wouldn't mind that.
Okay. So there you go.
Okay.
Hashtag makers collage prompts. Actually, it's hashtag makers Feb 25 collage prompts and Arty Fun. If you aren't part of Makers, that's the Makers and Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group.
Is it where it needs to be?
What I'm talking about is Eddie's collage prompts, which this month he put out some, and we're all very excited. He even has a video. I did it yesterday and have continued on, which I'm going to pass over my thing so he can show that. And Eddie has put the hashtag down there in the chat. And if you watch my video or watch his video, we both have used that hashtag. So anybody else that's doing videos with the collage prompts, please utilize that tag over here on the YouTube or even on the other platforms and places that you may be posting your collages.
I just wondered. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were finished.
Yeah.
I did not mean to step on the end of your words.
Do you want to show my things?
Oh, I don't think I should show your thing.
No, because I'm going to finish this thing. The next time you see it, it will be all the way complete.
Well, then, yes, I think that we should, because I'm going to make you a covered paper clip.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be like, and make
so our
me some
conversation
other
goes like this here at BMR Studio. Mariah says, what are we doing today? I said, well, I have a lot of stuff to show. But I don't, I don't really have, like, I think I'm going to make a covered paper clip. And she says, well, do you know how to make a cover? I said, no, but I'm going to figure it out as I go along.
Fair enough.
I think I can do it. I've got some ideas.
I said, well, you can look up videos. She says, no, I'm not interested in that.
I don't have time for that, is what I said. Because it was like, 30 minutes into it.
Oh, see, when you say things like that to me, I hear, yeah, I'm not interested in that. That's what my brain tells me.
Now, I can't believe you didn't let me write these out.
Well, I wanted it to match my other thing.
Oh, that's true. Revenge is sweet and not fattening. Alfred Hitchcock, ladies and gents.
Oh, and here you have to show, okay, so, oh, you gave me that? Oh, well, I can't know. She left me tears in a box is what she left me. But here, I'll send it over the way that she left it. But I ain't reading that now because otherwise we won't make it through this day.
Revenge is a dish best served cold. And it is attributed to more than one person. And I went with Dorothy Parker because I like, that just
Dorothy.
makes me, I like it. In revenge and in love, woman is more barbarous than man. Friedrich Nietzsche, yeah, he's the guy that, did all that existential writing about, dire, dark things.
Dire, dark things.
If you are willing to stir a pot, you better be willing to eat what comes out of it. Now, aren't those just absolutely
Hey, and Pete helped me find those. And what I plan on doing is ripping those up and then sticking them to the back of these. Do you guys recognize this? I bet some of you may or may not. But I want y'all to know that I spent another probably, what?
There's some fluffy stuff there.
2 hours. All right, so basically the rundown is, if you did not see me do what I did yesterday, I put down this Deco foil transfer gel stuff, and through the fall blast, leaf blast. It's one of the new stencils. Brad designed it, and that's a lot of cat hair that you see there. That's because it's dryer lint. And so what I did is on the stickiness, I put down the dryer lint. I was not happy with that color of the purple paper, like after seeing it, and then in the dryer lint, basically kind of blended it. It was sort of blah. But once everything really did dry, I was able to sort of ball it up and rub off the big fluff part, and then it left back, and it is like, it's softer than flocking.
Yeah.
It's more like felting. In fact,
it's very velvety.
Yes. Then what I did, once all that was done, I did do the wall on the other side of it, because remember, half was the lint and then half was the embossing powders.
This stuff.
That stuff. Thankfully, Colleen, in all her wisdom, and she was so sweet about it, said, Mariah, I don't know if you thought about this or not, but you may not want to like run the wall like straight onto the dryer lint. Fire hazard. So luckily, she had mentioned that. And I was like, no, I hadn't thought about that at all. So I'm really happy I didn't do it in the live stream, because that would have been a terrible idea. And having the fluff blowing everywhere, no, it would have been terrible. So it was best that I did get it, like, take off the lint, the excess. And therefore, the fire hazard was much less. And both Pete and I had water on hand in case things got out of hand.
That's what I said. I have a glass of water. I can pitch it over there.
I then, in order to intensify the color that you see here, because remember, it was very dull. If you go back to that and you're like, this is not the same stuff, Mariah, I don't believe you. Well, what I did is I utilized the eye zinc spray. I did the purple. Here, I'll put 2. There you go. So that's the purple that I used. And then this I used over the red. Because I wanted it to have a cool shift from one to the other, which was, I mean. And then I took the little heart that came with the Ghirardelli box. The one that has the gold frame on it is the original one. And then I just glued and collaged over the pieces there and stacked them so you can kind of see it. Then I had to cover the back because it was white compared to the others, which I had glued the pink paper to really make it, because it was all warpy from all of the...
Now, are you going to glue these on the back of these, or are you just going to leave these in
I'm
here?
going to tear them.
Oh, okay. So that
and then I may even do a gold, deckled edge on them.
Okay.
But
that makes perfectly good sense.
They were kind of a trial.
I love this so much because, number one, they're so layered so wonderfully. But look at the contrast you have there between this hard and this very soft surface. I think, yeah. It's visual ambiguity.
I did have flock envy.
Visual ambiguity. And here, this is the one. This is what was on the wings. And then I painted the heart red.
And then I painted it a different red so it would match my reds. It's had some work.
But
doesn't that look beautiful?
Perfect.
So
and
they're like,
look at it. Just go look at it. It like, okay, there we go.
And they're just like little revenge cookies.
Now, okay, so this is the box with the hidden bottom.
Oh, and yeah, you guys haven't seen this. So I was like, all right. I had problems with the arrows. Didn't like that there weren't the 3 there. Like, it just became more and more noticeable and irritating. So what I did is I cut out that whole section. I found some other cool paper. Plus, this is the crinkly business that comes in a lot of chocolates. It didn't come in these particular ones, but we're connoisseurs over here. So does it still crinkle? It's less crinkly after you put glue on it, FYI. But it still does kind of crinkle. See, and that side, actually, there should be 3 little hearts that float around in there, but 2 of them got glued down.
Because Mariah was rushing things.
I really was.
See, look at those little things back there. And plus, I'm going to design, and hopefully today we'll make it to that.
Yeah.
Hopefully today. But the bottom is supposed to be where you keep your secret things anyway, right?
And
now, can you hear this? Hear the click? Such a satisfying sound. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, anyway, it would have clicked a little. Here, let me take this out. I'll give you a better click. Here. But this is where the secret stuff goes. Everybody will just think that this is the end, right?
See, and eventually we're going to glue those little embellishment thing. What do you call that? The trim. The trim is going to be glued up and around, but we've got to finish the cover.
Yeah.
Or the,
And my card was kind of a little too big, so I'm going to do this real special technique.
Oh, I love that.
Dog-eared pages. Now, I don't know if that's going to work as far as the thing down, but, whatever. Mariah can deal with it. All right.
No.
You don't want me to read it?
No. Well, you can read it maybe at the very end if we remember.
Okay. Anyway, I wrote her an apology on because I acted like this is such an ass the other day, and
I think it's something in the air.
Okay, I know this.
There you go.
In here, I think I'm gonna have to dog ear another corner here.
Dog ear all 4 of them.
And I think this is really apropos because this is kind of how this whole thing has gone so far.
One thing leads to the next.
There we go.
Add more magnets.
You need to stack them vertically.
And then I do, we're going to utilize these on the front, I'm pretty sure, or inside there. And then P's going to work on some things today.
Yeah, and I might, because I think that would be a cool little box that you would put keepsakes in.
Revenge thoughts.
Revenge thoughts. You know, somebody's name that you'd like to knife.
Yeah. Or, you know, one accident that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just putting it out to the universe that you wouldn't be, you know, you wouldn't be hurt by the fact that, you know, something.
Yeah, they weren't any longer.
Stubbed their toe or something.
Yeah.
You know, nothing major.
No.
Y'all, come on now.
Just got a little bit choked on a particle of food, but
somebody was there to give them a
Heimlich them. And
yeah.
Anyway, all right. So I wanted to talk about these because I wanted you to see the lovely shimmery quality to this. And this happened to be one of the blues that, you know, the anthraquinone, but if you use plenty of it,
you get that.
You get that. Then I went over the top of it. Oh, and here's the flop off.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see what happened here, where those little.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
Yeah. And then of course I went over the top of it with my washout airbrush business right there. And then this one is, oh my gosh, I don't know how many iterations ago, but it's made many appearances.
Trust her when she says you've seen it before, but just not in this condition.
Appearances. Oh, do I want to show the king and queen?
Oh yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt, would it?
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say on the chat so we can say hello back. We're going to get to the real arty art part. You know, we got to chat about the art first.
Yeah, I've got to go ahead and do a little gel printing because I've got to get the backs to my hearts because I was going to have it just be plain white. And I thought, well, now that's terrible.
And thumbsy upsies, y'all.
Look at these.
And they are so fabulous. And then I was like, at first I was like, okay, he's just too angry. But again, it still just cracks me up because it's like, ha ha. Makes me laugh. Lots of enjoyment out of these folks right here. The trio.
Absolutely. Hey, there's a lot of work in there. Those little cards in and of themselves took a bit of.
I think you need a heart box for them. I don't think they would fit in that one. You're gonna have to go up to the bigger size. You might have to go to Walmart.
Well, the best time to go and get.
Oh, is that the yeah? I know, but then that's usually the crappy stuff.
But we don't care about that.
Oh well, okay. I don't for sure.
I'm kind of.
Hey, let me tell you, they're getting pretty fancy with the chocolate heart boxes. Some of them even have like the the whoosh, whoosh, with the sequins, that go back and forth and change colors. They had some that were like kind of silky-ish and whatnot. I didn't want a huge one though. Because again, like
where was this?
At all the places.
Oh, I mean, all the places.
All the places.
All right. Well, I don't know that. That's kind of a really okay. This one.
Oh, Jocelyn said they need a castle box. Where would we go? What would come in a castle box? And it'd have to be, because they're pretty big. You need to measure them. How tall are they?
I don't know.
She's not going to measure them.
I am. As soon as I put down my stencil.
We need to know what kind of box we're looking for. A little coffin. A coffin box is for.
All right. Well, they're not all the same size, of course.
Well, I mean, who's the tallest?
I don't know. Yeah. All right. She's approximately from head to toe tip, 8 inches.
Okay.
From crown to, she's over 8 inches.
8 1/4.
Carlos.
Hey, Jeanette.
Carlos is almost, he's
8 1/2.
8 1/2.
All right.
So a 9-inch box.
I think that. Yeah, that's definitely bigger than. But they do have those big old candy boxes.
Well, and it might have to be a rectangular one. Rectangular. Okay.
Oh, like just regular chocolate box. Hey, where's that the Merci?
Oh, it's down there. I have oil pastels. It's already being utilized. You have to. Okay, so I kept out this paper because it's a little more, it's some of the Jack Richardson print paper to back the hearts with, okay? And look at this pretty pink. This is just for Mariah. But on the back of this, I just want black and white.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah. And Mariah can tell you about this stencil.
Acme says that you could make a castle folio, like a gated, like so the two angel chicky poos could, be on the, how it goes doop doop in.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, some thoughts on that, yeah. I could do
and then you could do the little
curtain.
Yeah.
With my tissue paper.
And then you could cut the top to make it kind of castle-ish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, so we're going to use some...
Hello, Vicky.
Kind of low on this. I need
welcome.
To re-up it. I think it'll still be okay. I could use just a regular... But I kind of like this. Black. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit more airbrush in here, shoot a little more in.
Actually, we need to run through our inventory of boxes because it's not like we have a shortage of collection because it's just out in the garage, There's a box of boxes. And then there's stuffy boxes. We could even just start underneath the table over here. Venture in there and see what we have forgotten about.
True. Very true. Okay, just... Put a little bit more in there. Make it a little more.
Hi, Darlene. And if I've missed anybody, I know I've missed people, actually. Just, give me a little extra pinky hello hand and I'll get you helloed. Okay, what were you saying about that?
Well, I just, this is absolutely, I mean, you get your money's worth on this because look at how much stuff I've added to it. And there was just a tiny little bit left down in the bottom.
It's highly pigmented.
Highly pigmented.
But that's also why it's highly costed. But it is it's a fine, fine black. I mean, it's just so, flat and lovely. Hi, Cynthia. Oh, okay. Bye, Nadine. Thanks for hanging.
We're going to try to get two, and I really, you know what I want to do? Okay, just hang in there for a minute.
Hanging in. I don't know if Sophia's here. I haven't seen her, but we have been loving on that Swedish tracing paper. It's come in handy for a couple things that we just did not realize that we needed that in our life. As much of our art supplies tend to be. Just don't know until you know. Oh, awesome, Lizzie Jean. Oh, Sophia is loving your handmade, originally wiggly woggly edge on that stencil. Yes, I was like, good golly, that took some time.
It did. It really honestly did take a bit of time, but it was worth it because I'm going to show you in just a minute. I need to get this off of here.
Yeah. Look at that. And Sophia can attest to if you had to stamp all that, how long it would take. Well, we're loving the Swedish paper, and now she's ink splotting. Oh, that's a bummer. Ooh, I love that I like that it's smushed. I think that looks cool.
That's cool, but I don't know how to get another,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I feel so fumbly sometimes.
Oh, if you're wondering what paper this is, and I think we do have it listed in the shop, or I'm pretty sure we do. Probably in the papers, but it's just it's just deli paper, but it's craft colored. Fabulous.
I mean, it's not as fabulous as these first two, but I've got some great stuff here left on the plate. So look how many iterations of that we got.
Yeah, there's some pinky business left back on that thing.
Yeah, there is. And so when I pull it, there's going to be a real interesting...
Yeah.
Can you see kind of that film?
Yeah.
Oh, and look, here's another little...
Crown.
Shucky darns. Don't know where I need to put that in one of my envelopes. I'll put that with the cat.
Yes.
Kittens.
The kittens.
All right, this is going to take a wee bit of time to dry properly before we, and I'm going to show you a little trick about this business of one cutting.
One cutting?
One cutting.
I'm
going to glue these
together.
Then we will cut them.
I know. So, you know, it's funny, you know, when we were talking about me putting the hearts and stuff together, and she's like, well, you need to back those, because I was only going to cut one of the hearts out, and then I was like, well, I mean, I have all this paper. Whenever I make, I'm pretty sure I can get 4 out of here. And then it was kind of a toss-up. All right, well, do I, you know, make like 2 purple ones and 2 red ones? But I really did want that one that had the fade between them. And then I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, I need to make sure that I back the whole thing. And then that way I'm not, you know, backing each one and then cutting, you know, it's like you kind of do it all at once. And so that's what I did. It took some gluing. I was a little worried about that. But the best thing is, for those larger surfaces that you were like gluing together, this craft PVA, like the Montmartre stuff that I always use, is the best stuff, because it gives you a little time to wiggle it around. It doesn't glue, it doesn't dry too fast. And so those big surfaces, you really can get the glue down. How do you know when it's time to condition your gel plate, Patricia?
When it doesn't work anymore.
And what she means by that is you will start to notice,
that.
I was trying to,
you know,
that was the best explanation for that.
If you're in danger of getting hemorrhoids pulling things off of your plate, probably time to, you know,
you're going to pop a blood vessel in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Heard it here. This segment of the stream has been sponsored by
Preparation H.
It's really not. But call us. We're not.
What?
We're not. We're not below that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I saw you don't get to choose your advertisements, and they were showing bras for fat old people, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I mean, you know,
they actually don't know you.
This is very true.
They obviously haven't been watching the streams. We've discussed this before. I really just don't feel like my YouTube knows me.
Yeah, just feeling
very offended by these ads.
Disconnect here,
right? Your intrusive, you know, data searches are not intrusive enough.
Yeah. Just got it wrong. You didn't listen to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Listen to part of it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now, see, look. Just keeps on giving.
Yes.
And I could probably go ahead and put this down and get another really light.
Becky.
But I'm not going to. Because I think you get the idea. So, just, you know.
Yeah. Y'all know what's happening.
Another lovely paper to work with and do something with.
Yes.
And I can't tell you how much I love this stencil. And, you know, and you've got this over here. And if you wanted to, you know, you could.
Oh. Well, Lizzie Jean, I'm kind of curious. What brand did you get? Did you get a Jelly Arts or a Gel Press? those are my 2 questions there. But yes, most likely if you're smelling that kind of funky smell, it's the paint.
Oh, yeah.
And if you kind of have older craft paint, it turns pretty quick. Like apple barrel stuff, like it gets real funky.
Yeah.
It still works. P has this white stuff that, I mean, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty gaggy. It's like the bathroom.
The smell goes away after a while.
Closed on Saturday night. Now look at that. How much did we just,
I get those too, Sophia.
Utilize.
Mm-hmm.
If it get a bit dark, you can rub it off. But look at that. Now that's going to make a fabulous print.
Mm-hmm.
Just here to tell you. Did kind of muss about this thing. Oh, well.
Yeah, I think that thing's about to need to retire.
See, well, the backside's not any better. That's what it is, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, we got that done. Now we're going to wait for that to dry because we can't glue down our hearts to the back of our paper until our paper. I could use the, it's getting close.
The wall in it.
Yeah, you might give it a bit of a, yeah, it's not completely dry, but.
Hey, Brad has let us know that the wall does not necessarily, like, our noise canceling
yeah, we
is
shouldn't
working.
be saying bad words when, because, hey, did you bring those cards up? We can look at those.
I did that. You already showed them.
Oh, I did.
Good gosh, should I be worried about you?
Yeah, you should, because I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know that I gave him enough screen time.
I'll tell you, that smells a little funny. But I think that's more the paper than anything. Here.
Oh, I haven't finished cutting that one out. I think it smells kind of good. It smells Nella-y.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we'll work on the bee love after we get going on this. All right, so do a rough cut here so I know that I'm getting the paper that, you know, I'm actually interested in here down on the other paper. I'm not saving those. Watch, Susan, I'm throwing these away.
Mm-hmm.
Caught up in my ring thing there. Yeah. Alrighty. Now I know, you know, I'm thinking here I'm going to go ahead and get get these glued down, and then I'm going to hand them to Mariah, and she can be cutting them out while I'm working on some of the B cards. How about that?
Yeah.
The trick is to get lots of this down and then squish it about.
That's her approach. That's not everybody's approach.
And remember, you can always come back and
I will say though, with this Blick stuff, more is better because it dries pretty quick. So like this, she's kind of pushing it with this large area and whatnot. And you need to move along. That was kind of my gripe with it. I can't remember what we were using it. Oh, when I was doing the book, I was like,
I'm telling you, the trick is that you want to use
as much as possible.
As much as possible.
That is not my approach. Therefore, I was not successful.
Now, see, I'm going at the middle and I'm coming out to the edges, and the edges are like squishing out there.
I just looked over and read Marguerite's comment, and I was like, did I read that right?
What did you say?
I'm not gonna read that out loud.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay, Marguerite. She's purple, little purple M.
What's IG?
It's, you know, the instant grams.
Oh, well, how did she get that?
She downloaded the app, I'm assuming.
No, the shot. I'm very curious. As Mariah
He's
said,
feeling very left out.
I have questions. I have questions.
Why are you getting those and I am not?
Or why?
Why? Why would somebody give you those?
When would those come in handy?
When is that appropriate?
Oh my gosh, what did I do? I just glued this down to white paper.
Well, no, don't do that, Patricia. You can do the thing. You can do the thing to the back there.
What in the?
Hey, no. Hey, just double it up.
I am, but I need to read.
You want me to do it?
No, I'm really.
You got her distracted.
Yeah.
She had already glued it down.
I'd already
not
glued
your
it down.
fault,
That wasn't
Marguerite.
it.
Ads and such. That's because we were talking about ads. That's what was showing up there, offering such things on the Instagrams. Mm-hmm.
All right, no foul. No, they'll just be very hefty.
Which they should be. In my opinion, all trading cards should be hefty. They are judged on thickness. That's me.
These are not trading cards. This is going to be the...
Heart cards?
No, this is going to be the covered paper clip.
Well, it's a sturdy paper clip. It deserves a sturdy thing. Yeah.
Okay, well, here we go again. Boy, this is turning into quite the process.
So why are you trimming those edges like that? Just
so that I know where to put it. Don't you even, don't, no. Eddie, don't you say it.
All right. Hey, Diane. You know we were talking about inappropriate things.
Well, what the hell did I do with it? Well, it's right here.
Yeah, there.
Jesus.
There you go.
Okay. I think that we are...
Oh!
I better push some more glue in there because I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm, getting low.
P, why are you making a hidden paper clip?
For Mariah.
For what?
For her heart box.
But why are we doing paper clips?
Oh gosh. She's really, I'm glad y'all get to watch this. This is quite satisfying.
Are y'all watching this? You're really not giving them the good shot.
Well, I don't know what angle of dangle to, There we go.
Woo! Okay, we are doing paper clips because one of the swaps over there makers.
Is that what you were trying to get out of me? I thought. I thought you really wanted me to go into,
how much you love me,
how much I needed to apologize for being such an asshole. The other day.
That's okay, but I do appreciate that.
Hey, y'all just need to understand that this is the kind of relationship that we have, and nobody.
Well, and we are just kind of who we are, and regardless of me even trying to, tell her to kind of tamper herself down sometimes.
Oh, this is nice.
She's not a cat to be wrangled. So, yes. Anyways, the paper clip is a swap, one of the swaps that's happening over Makers. You still have time. It is February 4th. You have up until the 7th To sign up, you need to be a member of Makers. That is the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group over there on the Facebook.
Brush strokes are very important.
Mm-hmm. And you'll want to look at the
back in your
featured
Blicky bottle.
The featured area. So when you get into the group, there's a set chosen featured posts. Those all change monthly, and what I feel is important and appropriate. And I always post our stream there too. Just, you know, it is our group, and I feel like it should be easy for people to find it if need be. I do take it down the next day. In the featured area, you will find all of the swap information, rules, any other little bits of things. We've done videos in there, and I leave those in there. So yeah, a set section for featured posts. Thank you, Eddie. That's what I was trying to say. No, set of stuff.
Okay. Well, now since I'll tell you, it's got some heft to it.
Oh.
But it's going to be a very substantial.
No, flip it over. Flip it over so people can see that you actually did the right thing this time.
No, I didn't do the right thing.
You didn't put it on the...
Because I was going to glue the hearts on with the background.
The what?
I was going to attach the hearts with, you know, one side here and one side there.
This project is not going well.
It's not going well.
I like this, though. I think these should be heart cards. Or part of it could be heart cards. I think you could still see it through the other side.
Y'all see what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to attach the heart here with this. So I was right. I just panicked there for a minute.
And then I was going with it.
And I don't think it's going to come up.
No, leave it at this point.
It's not going to come up.
Well, you have the backup one.
You could just string these and, you know.
Yeah, I think that. Oh, dangle them.
For a Halloween. You know, I'm Halloween. Or a festive Valentine's Day, you know.
Okay, I think the hidden thing is a way too hard project for us here at PM Artist Studio. Because remember, we've tried this before, and we are not good at this. I'm just saying. We can embellish. So I think you need to just embellish. That also falls into it is just an altered paperclip situation.
Well, I could just go ahead and like, well, I don't think I want to use these because these are smaller, and I think that we need to utilize this wonderful back. You've got a bit of,
Oh, we never say that, Diane.
What?
Follow us for precise and accurate teachings. I don't know what channel she's talking about, but it ain't this one.
It's a nice thought.
We're very explicit about that.
Oh yeah, from the get-go. Okay, let's just do. Let's just go ahead and do another little
I've done that before, Deb. It's a whole other rigmarole of hooty-doo.
What is it?
She says that I should utilize the Makers Group calendar and schedule the lives there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess you could, but
you mean actually like stream inside of Facebook? We can dual stream, but the one or two times I did it, it didn't work. I don't know if it's gotten better. And it's
I forgot to share this also.
Yeah, this is the Fall Blast one.
But I cut mine out.
I know. But that's the one
Did you know that I was cutting it out?
Yeah, because you said that you were going to.
Oh. And I didn't have the big one.
This is the one that I used to put the foil...
The fuzzy stuff.
Yeah, the foil business down and make it sticky for the other stuff. Good God, this thing is lame.
I know.
It needs a thing on it to flatten it out. It's curling up.
Okay, now what I'm doing here is I'm laying some different stencils down because somebody's always asking, well, how do you know? And I don't really know until I just do it. But the open hearts are going to work better for this than the ones that have lines in them. You know what I'm talking about? This one. This one is going to need a more substantial background behind it because it's already busy with a lot of business going on there. I think this is going to be quite nice. I love the little holes. I think that's going to be nice. Now we could also let's audition this. What?
Oh, I love our peoples. Yeah,
that would work too. But I'm really leaning towards the holes in the other one for the background, and then we might just go ahead and Mariah doesn't seem to think that I can do a covered paper clip, and I'm probably not going to do it like you're supposed to because I don't even know.
Well, at this point, you only have 40 minutes to make it happen.
Oh, heavens!
I know. Hey, you know what? I know where one is, and I'm gonna inspect it.
You're gonna do what?
But I know where one is, and I'm gonna inspect it.
Okay. All right. I've got this down here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get something down on it. And we're gonna go with since we already have some pink stuff going on here, I'm leaning towards lilac pearl.
This wasn't a Colleen. I think we had a couple people send it, but I think pretty much Colleen. Look at this fancy one with the dingle dangle on it.
Oh. Oh, those are some mighty fine beads. Huh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I
think that I need to make this into a bracelet.
Hey, you need to back off. That goes on my journal. She sent it to me. Here's another. I think this
because those are some mighty fine beads right there. I'm here to tell you that one right there is an opalescent, faceted something or other, and those could actually be Swarovski. And look at that. That's a little turquoise jobber there, and oh, look at that. Some foiled interior and some freshwater pearls.
Oh, good God.
Some little charmy business there. Oh, check that out. It's got little aquamarine sets in the ring. Hot diggity. Well, I would make that into a bracelet. That's just wasted and sitting on a shelf, and I could be wearing it. Holy cow.
There you go.
I like mixing, like the shiny whatever with that sort of feel of bark and nature and ethnic business going on. And wow, is that ever far out?
Far out.
Now this is going to be it's going to have to sit for a spell.
Think about itself.
Render.
It's been acting ugly. Maybe it's acting nice. It just needs to,
And, if you want your lines to be very small rather than big, then you buff them out.
The cracks. Because crackling is going to happen.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make it into cracks rather than crevices. Crevasses. That's going to be some cool looking stuff. And you won't really be able to see the iridescent quality of that until we pull it off of there.
And then you're going to be like, wow.
Mighty fine. Mighty fine. Okay, now what are we doing here? Okay, I need a fairly clean. Fairly clean. This is Probably not. Needing to, you know, we've been talking about, I just have to check what my finances are about rearranging the room and having, you know, what's back behind Mariah. Can they see back behind you over there?
Kind of. You guys have seen like the gray shelving stuff.
Yeah.
But getting rid of her desk, which is, you know, just a flat surface to catch all things.
And stuff things under and in. Now, the only thing is we're going to have to find some kind of IKEA thing that has drawers.
Yeah. Well, they have them.
Because I need the drawers. Really, you know, for more than what I'm using them for now, I can have stuff back here I could get rid of and not even. All right, now,
hey, Brandy.
I need to think about this logically here, and I need to stop talking so that I can focus.
Yes, focus.
Do I want to put this down first, or do I want to put this down first?
That is a very good question. You want to put that one down first.
Are you sure? Because this is whatever you put down first is what you're going to see.
Right.
I think I should put this down now. I mean, after I get this, because this is going to then be behind.
Yeah, and it fits through more of those things. Otherwise, it would block out most of the hearts. Okay.
The hearts would then lose their heartness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what are we doing?
Then what are we doing? What the hey? What the hey? What the hey? Okay, do we want a warm red or a cool red?
I'm a cool red person, personally.
Okay, so let's go with some quinacridone rose deep.
So we're not doing things for my heart box. I think there's going to be another round of my heart box.
You know, this could morph into that, Mariah.
Okay. Because then you need to stick with like the quinacridones, and then you need like more magenta and into the violet, purple, or even
whoa, come back the other way.
The liquid
other way. Okay, here this
that
quinacridone.
Yeah, that's
purple.
the one. That's the purple.
Okay, well, we'll put some of that down on this end and see what we come up with here. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think my box deserves another episode. There's more to be done with it, for sure. Or maybe even, P will give up Sunday or something. But she just.
Well, I think that would be.
Or partially, because if I have the camera on me and I'm doing the things,
and then we have to do a do-si-do, and
I don't know. We'll see. But if I do finish up the heart box, I love you too, Becky. If we finish up the heart box early enough, then I can get started on my color combo paperclip situation. Because that was sort of my plan. That's the next thing.
Did you notice how adroitly I manipulated that stencil?
How adroitly?
Adroitly.
Can you spell it?
ADROITLY, my EY, I don't know. Now, this did have some mucky muck on the plate, but I'm not sure that it's going to be, a deal breaker.
Yeah. Luckily, it's humid enough today, I think.
Or the stencil has a lot of paint on it. And I did still pull off a bit of
look at that, though. These are the new gestural heart stencils. This is the style 2, the open hearts.
That's going to be a good one. Okay.
I don't know what you mean, Diane.
Focus here.
I've been trying to work that out.
What?
I'm just trying to figure out a comment.
Not anything that I need to be worried about or concerned about or...
No. Not yet. Not yet, anyway. Oh, yes, you can turn those off. Yes, I knew that.
All right, now, the reason I've really started trying to really be a little more religious about doing this is because you noticed I've been having a lot more luck with my paper not ripping on the edge.
Got to clean and crack them edges. Keep them clean and crack them.
Keep them clean and crack them. And look at what we've got going on here. Oh my gosh, this is so... I will show you this in just a minute. Just please hang in there with me because we've got to get... blue, I want lilac, vert.
So this is the pearl lilac.
Green.
Vert. I was trying to work that out.
Vert. Oh, we're kind of
a little bit of paint.
Getting a little bit of pink here. Okay, I'm going to stop brayering. I could brayer some more, but I'm not going to. Even though there are some lines out there, I'm thinking maybe I can squish them out if I hurry up and get after it.
Oh, Jeanette's dropping down the definitions, and you did spell it properly. Very nice, Patricia.
Was it L-Y or E-Y?
L-Y.
L-Y.
You were right on the first round. Is in a manner exhibiting skill at handling situations, particularly difficult situations. Look at her and her vocab.
I do have one.
She does.
I can't always remember, Jeff.
Don't ask her how to spell it, but that's why I ask her how to spell it, because...
Yeah, I really suck at Scrabble because I know a lot of words, but I don't know how to spell them.
I don't like the pressure of the whole Scrabble thing. I think that's where I...
Okay, we're going to leave this down because as I was pulling it up, it's still leaving a lot of the red behind, and I don't want it to, but look at how that's going to...
So let's kind of recap on that real quick, like what she's talking about there. And one of the things to take into consideration is that she used the pearl paint, which obviously is a metallic.
It is a metallic, and it's not the very best thing to pull things with.
Because you aren't always guaranteed, because it does dry quickly. And these Aura paints are ones that do, like even just the regular paint dries pretty quickly.
It does dry quickly, but I also used a lot of it out there, so it's still really squishy.
Yeah.
So you've got one. You can brayer it out. As Mariah said, it's going to dry on you. Or you can leave it squishy, and then you're going to have to let it sit for a spell while it's drying. And there is that.
There's that. See, look at us doing things.
Now I'm going to bring back
30 minutes of things.
I'm going to bring back the print that I pulled here because it's beautiful. Okay, so remember, we use two different colors of the
very nice brandy
Aura paint. We use the quinacridone rose deep and the quinacridone purple.
Very good mixture.
Good mixture. But also what is happening here is it's picking up some of that blue. Not a lot.
Oh, that's one thing that we discussed. Perhaps dropping in a different color to my color scheme of my box.
Oh, we did.
I don't know if that blue is exactly, because we both said turquoise, like a, kind of a, which one.
This one.
That's the one. The one.
The one that always needs more added to it because it's
the right one.
It's the right one. Just so much of the time, it's the right one.
Y'all know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Okay, I don't think that all right. I'm glad that you brought that up. Now, this is just so wonderful because I don't I don't know if you can see it, but you can see there's some texture going on there with some stuff that it pulled up.
I will tell y'all now, some of you that have placed your orders and requested art cards, they have gone out. You will get to experience the niftiness of that feel. That's one reason I love sending out things to y'all, because it's like you really get to...
The tactile part of it is never... You can't do it visually. You just can't.
Yeah.
And this one has some special stuff on it. And I'm sure that this will become a card of whatever. Yes. Okay. So we would need to focus on turquoise.
Maybe. But
now, how do we want to do it? Do you want me to pull, because you've already got this?
I love that idea, because I can even cut those pieces out like I did on the hearts. I very much enjoyed that, actually. That was very satisfying.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes to that, because number one, we've already introduced that into the design elements. I like the shape of the leaves. It really it goes well with the heart, because it has that same curvature.
Okay, and this is going to work, because even though, you know, I've got mucky muck around the edge here, I've still got... I might better tape that part right there.
So what we're talking about here is we're trying to create some other collage elements, addables, to the top of the box. And perhaps even, I can probably even tuck them in if she does this right. And I can cut these out and use the little leafy bits. I can tuck some of those in to the hearts that I've already collaged. So like these, I can easily come in and just, because they are really lifted and there's a lot of spots that can kind of just be, you know, just edged up a little bit, and then you tuck another leaf under there. Little tucky leaf business.
Yeah, okay. Now I think I've got enough off of here that I can.
And I don't have to keep these necessarily. I can maybe make I can do these in the turquoisey color and make all the backs with the turquoise in the back. So you do your thing, because then I can match it. It's much easier for me to like get close to that.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put paint down, because I want to get a ghost print and a print. That two for the price of one, right?
Ding dong.
All righty. Yeah.
And I think on my interior heart, I might be able to, like maybe around the edge or something, just drop in a little bit of the teal color. Turquoise. Teal turquoise. Yeah.
So I've just got a teeny tiny bit of the stuff, but I think I have another whole tube of this somewhere.
Oh, perfect. Thank you for doing that, Eddie. I was going to say, I wonder if she did. Yep, they're perfect.
What is it?
Lizzie Jean was asking about the iris stencil, and I'm sure you used it at some point in time, but it's not one that's like sticking out in my brain.
What is the iris?
Christy Hartman's iris stencil. It's been a while. Like that's kind of an older one, so it's hard to remember.
It is, and I think I utilized it in the sense of it was kind of I just did parts of it, you know, and more of a dabby do.
But Eddie and Mo found videos where Christy Hartman used it and shows all the ways to yeah, she has several iris videos. Perfect. All right, so you're going to have this. Then what are you going to pull?
I'll just pull it with another,
maybe with the lilac.
Oh,
so it sort of has
so you want me to let it
purpley,
dry and then?
maybe, because it'll have a little purpley edge to it. I don't know.
I don't know.
She's becoming quite the, you know, master at the edge cutting of a stencil. And that's the perfect, like, it's going to be so perfect with the reds and the...
Look at this, Mariah. I'm going to go ahead and put down.
Oh, are you going to long haul it, kind of?
Well, a little bit. The quinacridone purple?
Yes. Yes.
Now, you realize we've got blue on the other side of the stencil, y'all. So this is kind of a... And it works really well on a new stencil that is very sucked down to the plate and you don't have anything.
So it doesn't scoot underneath.
Yes.
Squish.
Squish underneath. Now, we may have a little underneath squishing here. I don't know.
We're not going to judge. Yeah, I mean, this is one I would highly recommend y'all altering. In this fashion.
So, this is going to set.
Pick up that stencil.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Playing with fire.
Brand new stencil. Oh my gosh, yes.
Playing with fire.
But I mean, look at this. This is going to be so.
Lizzie Jean, message me. And I will help you out with that. Or send me an email. That's awesome. I love that too.
All right. Now, what we need to talk about here on this.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I'm going to turn it over so you can see what we're really dealing with here. This is what we got.
Yeah, you don't want to mess that up. I think
To pull it with what?
I think the lilac.
Oh, yes.
Because it'll give it a... You'll see a little shimmer there. I don't think it's going to be a heck of a lot.
And we could... Yeah, and the lilac is going to go with both the blue and
color. Because it color shifts right there in that range.
Yeah. All right. I agree with that. Now, we could go ahead and do a little trial run on our brayer off flop off.
And what I...
Just for chuckles and grins. I mean, we've already got some
Shickles and
mucky muck out here. Anywho. But I think let's try with this because this is looking so cool.
Okay.
Anyway.
It'll give us a good little...
Yeah. Testy. All right. You think the lilac or the blue?
Ooh, okay. Hold them up to the...
There's the blue.
Okay.
And here's the lilac. So one is red and one is blue.
I'm feeling the red because it's just gonna, because we need that little bit of oomping on that end of things versus the blue. To keep it in coordination with what I already have going on with my heart box. Good call, Brandy. She said lilac. Oh,
well,
that's okay.
We have a little bit of that coming through. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's
this is something to kind of keep in mind, that a lot of these color shift paints, or even just the mediums or whatever, they're going to activate the paint that's on your brayer. So you're going to see that like happen unless you really have cleaned it off.
Yeah.
Or the paint's really dry. But if you're actively like doing multiple prints and pulls and things and you're brayering, even though you've really brayered off a lot of it, there's still a little bit of sticky paint there. It's going to activate it even more. And sometimes it mixes in like that. But it was in the same range, so I don't see that as being an issue.
Guess that one's done.
And it... Look, it left transfer. Yeah, I think that's the winner. Like, that's going to be so good from them. And that's beautiful.
Isn't that wonderful? Yes, I think it's actually more interesting than this one, which is our print that we pulled. But again,
I could come in with the spray that I used, like on the little heart, you know, on the one side with the felty business. So we showed those icing sprays earlier. That could be something, and you could come from spray it on the back side so it pushes through. It's still going to alter that paint. Don't get me wrong. But then, you know, because if you spray on top, it alters it even more.
It does. Now, the other thing that we might try here is, and I can bring this back in because we can kind of tell what's going to happen here, to the blue. It's going to purple it out somewhat, Mariah. Could go ahead. It just depends on what you want to do. If you want to wait and do the spray.
Yeah, let's leave that just in case I need or if I just need solid.
Okay, I'll just hand you that because we don't want to do anything else to that. If that's what you want to do.
Right, and this will help me match. I'm going to take this down because I am going to print out my messages. Because I think I'm going to shrink them down. So I will put these in with some folks' orders. Those that I know and won't be offended by the fact that I'm sending them, you know, snarky quotes about revenge. Somebody that'll appreciate that sort of thing, I think.
Yeah, I could stamp around the edges and whatnot.
But because I want this, I think I want to shrink them down. No, I like them the way it is, the way that they are. I think I'm going to do a solid page because I do like the white writing. I just think that's pretty nifty. I'm going to eat up a ton of toner, but so be it. It's worth it.
Well, yes.
I'm worth it.
Kind of like the prints that I make. What are we going to do with it? Okay, now where are we here in the process of things?
Oh, here, just look at these on here. Just look at this.
Oh, it is. It's really nice.
Here, I want to hold that up to
It's
y'all.
jewelly.
Here, I'm going to hand it over back to Pete.
Jeweled.
So she can show y'all the cookies with the business. And I think that's such a good idea to stay with that stencil. And then we're going to bring those...
It repeats. And that's
right. And we're going to bring those little patterns back in. And then...
maybe I should go ahead and do another one in just like this one, but do it in
the purple.
This, so that you've got that as an option. Then you can bring in your sprays with it also.
Bien.
Bien.
I love it.
All right, so we've got our stencil here.
Because remember, we're going to do the
go down
top of the box.
And we're going to go ahead and go with our quinacridone purple. Now, do you want me to bring in more of this, or maybe a little bit of this pink?
Maybe, because
metallic magenta.
Yeah, because our purple color, here, so folks can see, there's the back side. So it's just a solid. You kind of understand where we're hitting.
Definitely these two.
Yeah.
I'll lean heavy towards the...
Oh, hello, Maritza. And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. If you haven't given those thumbsy upsies, would you please do so? If you're watching in replay, let us know down below in the comments. And if you have questions, that's a good place to leave them. I love it when you get dotty.
Well, it just helps you know that you have equally distributed all of your
dispersion.
Yeah.
I think there's a different meaning of dispersion.
Now, see, look at that.
See, Lorraine, you hang out long enough, things get good.
Okay,
Hopefully we get you chuckling while, you know, we're waiting for good things to get good. It's a process. She said it was gorgeous. Thank you. Hi, thank you, Lizette. That's so sweet. I like the way these paints smell, personally.
I like everything about these paints. I mean, you know,
they have a.
I did not think that I was going to be able to find anything that was comparable to the Goldens, and these definitely are, and in some respects, you know,
have advantages.
That's dry. Boy, I think that's a dunce on that.
Sometimes, yeah, I mean, we gotta let folks know. That's right. Yes, the sniff, but don't lick it.
Check that out, Mariah.
Lovely. See, there's also, what's great about this is that there's little spots that, so like if I do spray this, those become really interesting.
And we're going to do something with this, with the blue. This is the blue pearl. Now I'm doing a fair amount of brayering here because I know that I'm not going to pull this layer.
Right.
I want this to be a very thin layer.
And it's making a most excellent brayer off. Isn't that pretty? So pretty.
Now, if I pull this with, say, pearl.
Pearl.
Will
she pull? I hope so.
Look,
you're definitely in the right place, Brandy. It's kind of like you get a real butterfly feel from that because it's like fluttery.
It is, but I want you just to look at this. This is just going to be so luscious.
Oh, and good call on putting the little dabs of pink where you did.
It does work out. I mean,
it's one of those things where you're like, okay, well, if you're not fully mixing it, or why to mix colors onto the plate, so that way you get those just different little areas, because it creates interest and depth. That if you have one solid color, it just doesn't come through the same way.
Now, we were talking about, you know, what to pull this with. Instead of a pearlized color, we might just go with a flat, so that what it's going to do is it's going to bring out all of that iridescence of the other colors.
Yeah.
And be very, I think that might be a better call.
Or what about gold?
Gold.
Because that's in our color scheme, and that could really be fancy.
I'm going to turn it over and think about that for a minute.
And if these get real good, we'll just have to make more cookies. Put in the box.
Find some more quotations.
Some good quotations about, revenge and
I think that this is probably going to be the...
Because that's how we do Valentine's.
Best one thus far. Well, I feel real bad about my altered paperclip business, y'all.
Hey, Thursday. You can have some thoughts and maybe actually have like some... I think you need a trial run at it and have an example. Let's do the cooking show kind of situation where you know what to do.
So I'll finish it all except adding the last little thing to the paperclip.
Or, have it in different stages. Have 3 or 4. If you batch things, we all know that you don't roll your eyes like that isn't something you do.
I do batch, but not in that way. I don't like to replicate. That makes me real crazy.
Well, nobody's asked you spot on replicate, but you need to you replicate the technique, the approach.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh my gosh, look at that paper there. Isn't that some wonderful stuff?
Alrighty, my arty friends, we will be back here on Thursday. Paper clips may be involved.
Or not.
Or not. Or maybe I just take over the stream. I don't know. We'll see what we get ourselves into.
I mean, look at this. The brayer offs are the
winners.
Winner
chicken. Well, the other stuff's on the plate.
Yeah, it is.
That's why.
That's true.
Anyway, there will be fun things to be had on Thursday, and we'll have some thoughts, maybe from the new books that we were looking through. He'll probably peruse those and find something applicable to what we are working on, and that is also thoughty. But there we go.
There we go.
Until then,
love you.
like a
long haul.
Bye, guys.